Okay, so I want to start off today by just saying thanks for sitting down with me. I heard about what happened to your grandma. I understand she's pretty sick. Sorry to hear that, but we're here for you to try to help you find the best place for her. So do you want to just start by telling me a little bit about your grandma and what kind of a person she is?
Yeah, sure. My grandma is a pretty friendly person, outgoing person. She likes to do stuff. She's not your typical grandmother, I would say.
Right.
She likes to go over she has more confidence in herself than she has in anything. She's a very, she goes everywhere she wants to go.
Okay.
She sets her goals to do things and she always does them. She likes to cook. She likes to be with her family a lot.
Okay.
She's not your normal grandmother.
Right, yeah. So it sounds like she's got a lot of things that she likes to do, but you mentioned that she likes to cook. So when she cooks, does she mostly cook for herself or does she cook for your whole family?
My mother loves to cook for the family.
Okay.
She has a lot of recipes, a lot of ingredients for different things to do. She definitely enjoys showing herself off, like with food and all that.
So you think, it sounds like your grandma really likes to have you guys all over and make you these big meals and stuff. So you think a nursing home that kind of had a little space for her to move around and maybe host a party for you guys if she's feeling up to it would be important to you?
Oh yeah, definitely. I would say that it's really important for us to have a nursing home exactly like that.
Okay. And you mentioned she's pretty mobile for not an elderly person, but a little bit older. So what kind of things do you think you would want, since she's such an active person, in a nursing home?
She definitely needs space.
Okay.
That's the first thing she's going to need. She likes to move around, as I said before, and she likes to be involved in different activities, different things to do. So not exactly a nursing home that's really small or closed or something. She needs a nursing home with entertainment, for example TV or stuff to do.
Okay. Yeah. So you said not just one place, maybe something that's a little more like even a college campus feel that's got maybe a restaurant attached to it and a little bit more like space to move around. What kind of other things besides a restaurant might be important to her to have inside the nursing home?
Yeah, restaurants are really important, but she would also enjoy different things to do, for activities, for example, walking around, maybe having a pond or something for her to wander around, just think about things.
Yeah.
Maybe places where she could just play board games or something that she can feel like she has another family there. That's really important for her.
Okay. So definitely not a place that's just got one bed after another with a bunch of sick people in it. She definitely is a little bit more of a private person, but she likes to move around and stuff that.
Definitely. Yep.
Okay, so what would happen if you walked into a nursing home? What would have to happen for you? You see something going on the tour we take to figure out where we're going to put your grandma, and you see something happening, or you notice something about the nursing home that would make you say, no, I can't have this place anymore.
Definitely. First of all, I would have to say that it's important for us to feel welcome.
Okay.
That's a big thing. So if we go to a tour and we don't feel welcome at all by the staff or by whoever's leading the tour, then it's going to be a definite no.
Okay.
We also when we're walking around the tour and we're looking at the building and we notice, for example, something wrong with the walls or something's breaking down, or it's evident that the building's about to break, not to break down, but it's tearing apart. Then that's also going to be a definite no for us.
Okay.
We want my grandma to be in a place where we know she's going to be being taken care of and her health is going to be great, and nothing that's not the staff but the building or how the building looks and how it is going to affect her physically or emotionally.
Okay. So it sounds like what you're saying is a friendly environment is really what's most important to you. Friendly staff and a nice, well-kept place. After that, I know having a friendly, welcoming, and homey environment is really important, but what would you say is the second most important characteristic to you?
I would have to say convenience.
Okay.
Convenience in the sense that if we're going to visit my grandma, we want to feel obviously welcome, but we want it to be in a sense that it's easy for us to see her, and we're not going to be waiting for her half an hour,
Okay.
or we're going to be waiting a lot of time before they can accommodate the arrangement, the meeting for us.
Okay.
I want it to be like a place where we can just walk in and see my grandma and see that she's okay, and it's like a friendly environment.
Yeah. So like especially when like you get older and you kind of get like set in your ways, it's really hard for someone to go out of their home where they have full control into a place like a nursing home where you don't have that much control. So maybe a place that allows for a little more independence and a place that she can call her own, doesn't have to have a roommate or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
And then is your grandmother married or?
Yes, my grandmother is married to my grandfather. Yeah.
So would it be important for them to be together? Like, would it be like good for him to have a place to stay while she's there, or would it be okay if he was just visiting from home?
I would say that my grandmother and my grandfather are attached to each other.
Okay.
They find it really hard to live without each other. So the best way that we can try to get them together is the best way to go. They are definitely soulmates, I would say.
Okay.
They love to do everything together, from watching TV to jogging to even cooking. They go everywhere together. And the best way to accommodate that, that relationship between them is definitely the one we're going to go for.
Okay. So a nursing home that definitely has the ability for someone to live there, maybe even if your mom or you wanted to spend the night, there'd be a couch or something you could stay on, and that wouldn't be a big deal.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Okay. So I just want to ask you one more question. What would you do if nursing homes didn't exist? What if that wasn't an option? Like there was no such thing as a nursing home. What do you think you would have to do with your sick grandmother?
I would really hope that isn't the case. But if that were to happen, then we would have to hire a private nurse and just move my grandmother from her current home and maybe move her in with us and with the nurse. That way we can both take care of my grandmother, the nurse and the whole family at the same time. That way we know she's being taken care of and we can help her, progress through this, thing that's happening with her.
Okay.
And same thing goes with my grandfather. He could move in with us, so he could live next to his wife.
So would you consider your family pretty private, or would that be a huge inconvenience for you guys to have this live-in nurse, this person that you guys maybe don't know?
I mean, I would consider our family to be private, but in the sense of, there's one thing and then there's the other. We want our grandmother to feel safe and to know she's being taken care of. So we would definitely accommodate for this private nurse to be living in the house.
Okay, so you mentioned earlier that convenience is one of the really important parts for you. Why would you say like convenience is such a good thing or such an important thing for you, and how close would a nursing home have to be for you to make you feel comfortable?
Convenience is really important for all of us because we're a really close family. We spend a lot of time together. Every now and then we visit my grandparents. We do a bunch of stuff together. So I would say that they would have to be like in between like maybe a 5-mile radius, I suppose. Because that way we could just like visit them constantly, just like we do right now, but instead of to their house, just like to a nursing home.
So it'd be good if you could come home from work or school or whatever and just run over to your grandma's house for 5 minutes, and it wouldn't be like a 2-hour drive or something. It wouldn't have to be a big trip every time you went over there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, so you guys obviously it sounds like you're a very compassionate family and you guys really care about each other. So do you think that's like, why do you think that do you think that makes you like care about the staff being friendly, or?
Yeah, I would say that that's basically one of the most important reasons as to why we want the staff to care. Because we care for one another, so we want that to keep on going even in a nursing home. We want the staff to care for my grandmother because she needs to be cared. She's used to being cared, and caring for her is like is too important to just like not have it.
So you want someone who like, not obviously they can't care as much about your grandma as you do, but you want someone who, you know, is a very like compassionate person, just like your whole family, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. We would want to find someone who could try to reach that compassion that we give to her, so that way she's going to feel as if she's with us.
Okay. Yeah, I think we've got we found out some really great things today, and I think we're going to be able to find a really great place for your grandmother to live.
Perfect.
It was good talking to you.
Thank you.
Yep.